everyone, I'm MaKenzie, and today I have a yoga flow based all on fun transitions, working through some twists through the body. This will be around a 30-minute class. All you need is your yoga mat, so when you're ready, let's roll out the mat and get started. Alright, so we are going to get started towards the back of our mat, coming down into a child's pose. So bend your knees, press your hips towards your heels. You can untuck your toes if you would like, and then start to reach your arms out in front, dropping your head towards the mat. We can begin by closing our eyes and taking a moment just to start to notice our breath. Starting to notice our inhales and our exhales, and lengthening and evening them out. Take a second to notice how you're feeling at the beginning of class today. On your next inhale, blink your eyes open. Crawl your fingers over to your left, shifting your hips off to the right. Starting to feel a stretch through your right side body. And then switch. Fingers over to your right, hips to the left. Noticing the stretch. Notice how it feels for you. And release, bring your hands back down in front. Shift your weight up into your hands, making your way into a tabletop. Shoulders above your wrists, hips above your knees. Spreading your fingertips wide, pressing evenly into your fingertips. Being aware, not dumping all into your wrists. We're going to move through a couple rounds of cow and cat. So on your next inhale, roll the shoulders down and back. Drop your lower belly, gaze forward for cow. Exhale, press the mat away, round through your spine for cat. Again, inhale, rolling the shoulders down, dropping your lower belly for cow. And exhale, press the mat away, round through your spine, tucking your tailbone. And one more time, inhale, cow, really broaden your chest, drawing your shoulders together. And cat, press the mat away, tuck your tailbone, feel the space between your shoulder blades, expand. And come back to tabletop neutral position. From here, we are going to kick our right leg straight back, point all 5 toes towards the mat, and then drop your foot down towards the mat, pressing back through your right heel. Start to feel a stretch. Maybe notice it through the back of your calf, your hamstring. And then pick your leg up and swing it off to the left side of the mat, peeking over your left shoulder. Again, feeling that stretch through your right side body. Maybe it feels a little bit different than from the first side body stretch. And release, pick your leg up. Start to bend your right knee, drawing your right knee to your nose and planting your foot near your hands. Come up onto your fingertips, rock back and forth, noticing the stretch. And then plant your left palm down, sweep your right arm towards the sky for a gentle twist. Drawing the shoulders away from your ears. And release back. Right hand onto the mat, stepping your right foot back into your tabletop. We're going to move into the other side. Kick your left leg straight back, point all 5 toes down, drop the foot, press back through your left heel. Noticing a stretch through the back of your left leg now. You can make gentle pulses. And then picking your left leg up, swinging it off to the right side, peeking over your right shoulder. Feeling the side stretch through your left side. And release. Pick up your left leg. Bend your knee, bring your left foot towards your hands. Come up onto your fingertips and make some gentle rocks back and forth. Taking a peek, making sure your knee is in line with your toes. And then drop your right palm towards the mat, sweeping your left arm towards the sky for a gentle twist. Drawing your left hip back, keeping it in line with your right. And release your hand back down. Bring your left knee back to meet your right. Coming into tabletop for a second. And then moving your hands a couple inches forward on the mat. Tuck all 10 toes under. Press into your hands, into your feet, lifting your hips towards the sky for a downward facing dog. We can bend our knees, really feel the spine lengthen, straightening out our back, drawing the shoulders away from our ears. Downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gaze forward towards your hands. Step your feet up to meet your hands. Coming into a forward fold, bending the knees, letting your chest hang on your thighs. On your next inhale, straighten your legs, bring your hands to your shins, gaze forward. Halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Standing tall, exhale, palms come in front of your heart. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms down, lifting the chest. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. And exhale, coming into your forward fold. Release. Inhale, straighten the legs, bring your hands to your shins, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms down, step your right foot back and then your left, dropping your knees for a modified plank. Keep your elbows tucked in. We're going to lower with control all the way to our belly. So when you're ready, start to bend your elbows, keeping them tucked in, lowering all the way down. To untuck your toes, start to press into the tops of your hands, the tops of your feet, lifting your chest up off the mat for Cobra. And release. We're going to move through Cobra 2 more times. So when you're ready, press into the mat with your hands, with your feet. Engage your glutes, protect your lower back, rise on up. And release back down. One more time. Press into your hands. Protect that lower back. And release back down. Lift up through tabletop, moving back into your downward facing dog. Bending your knees. You can pedal your legs out. So bend one leg, straighten the other. Working that back and forth. Coming up onto your tippy toes. And return back to downward facing dog. Finding some stillness. On your next breath in, sweep your right leg towards the sky. Bend your right knee, draw your knee into your nose. Plant your foot next to your hands, rising up onto your fingertips. We're going to move into a crescent lunge. But first, find stability through your legs. And then start to engage your legs, engage your core, and sweep your arms up towards the sky. Think about drawing your right hip back. Crescent lunge twist, reaching our left arm forward and the right arm back. Think about extending our arms out long. And keeping our arms the same, we're going to flip our left palm out and then tick-tock our left hand towards the mat, reaching our right arm towards the sky. Coming into another twist. And keeping the arms the same yet, drop your left knee down. Kickstand our left leg off to the side, and then sweep our right leg straight back for a modified plank. You can keep your right arm reaching straight up, or start to make circles, moving your arm one way, working it into your shoulder, and reverse. Moving your arm the other way. And release from that, coming back into your tabletop. Pressing straight up, back to your downward facing dog. Bending your knees, lengthening your back, lengthening through your spine. And on your next inhale, sweep your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, draw your knee into your nose, planting your foot next to your hands. Move up onto your fingertips, finding stability through your legs first. And when you're ready, rise all the way up into your crescent lunge. Drawing your left hip back. Adjust with your hands if needed. Feeling the strength in your legs. Open arm twist on this side. Reach your right arm forward, your left arm back. Stay here, feel your arms growing long. And flip your right palm out. Tick-tock your hands towards the mat. Right palm reaches the mat, left arm reaches towards the sky. For another twist. Stay here, drawing the shoulders out of your ears. Kickstand your right leg off the side of the mat and sweep your left leg back for a modified side plank. You can stay here or start to make circles in your left arm, moving one way, and reverse, moving the other way. And once you feel even, release back down into your tabletop. Press your hips straight up and back into your downward facing dog. Take a moment here. And then peek up towards your hands. Walk your feet up to meet your hands, coming into a forward fold. On your next breath in, straighten your legs, bring your hands to your shins, gaze forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky, standing tall. Exhale, palms come in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, shift your weight into your heels, bend your knees, sitting down into a chair pose. Take a peek down, make sure you can see all 10 toes. Give them a little wiggle. And release, forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, plant your palms down, step your right foot back, and then your left. We're gonna, keeping plank, we're gonna move through chaturanga one time. So on your next inhale, shift your weight forward onto your hands, coming up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, keep the elbows drawn in. Lower halfway down as if you're taking a push-up. And then inhale, roll the shoulders down and back. Come up onto the tops of your feet. Straighten your arms for up, down. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Catch your breath. And lift your right leg towards the sky, three-legged dog. Start to draw your knee into your nose, plant your right foot by your hands, finding stability, and then rising all the way up into your crescent lunge. Take a second here. Moving into an open arm twist on this side, reaching your left arm forward, right arm back. Being sure to draw your right hip back. Still keeping your hips in line in this twist. You can stay here, or if you would like to drop your back arm to your back leg, lifting your left arm towards the sky for an exalted variation. If this is too much for you today, that's all right, just stay in the twist. And if you went into the exalted variation, reach your right arm back up, flip your left palm out, and then tick-tock your left hand down towards the mat, reaching your right arm towards the sky. Noticing the twist through your back, through your spine. On your next inhale, come up onto the outside edges of your feet, and then sweep your right foot back to meet your left, coming into a full side plank. Keeping your right arm reaching towards the sky. You can always drop your left knee if this doesn't feel right for you in your practice today. And release down, plank to downward facing dog. Take a second here, pedal out your feet, find your breath. And on your next inhale, sweep your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, draw your knee into your nose, planting your foot up by your hands, and rising up into your crescent lunge. Take a second here to find stability. Evening out your hips, drawing the shoulders away from your ears. And then open arm twist, reaching your right arm forward, your left arm back. And flip your right palm out. Tick-tock your right hand towards the mat, reaching your left arm towards the sky. Drawing the shoulders away from your ears. And moving into the side plank now, you can come onto the outside edges of your feet and then sweep your left foot back to meet your right for a full side plank. You can stay here or drop your right knee down if this doesn't feel right for you today. And release, plank to your downward facing dog. On your next breath in, take a peek towards your hands and walk your feet up to meet your hands again, coming into a forward fold. On your next breath in, straighten the legs, lengthen your spine, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, palms come in front of your heart. Drop your hands off to the side. We're going to move into tree pose next. So I'm going to turn and face you. You can stay facing the top of the mat. Find stability through your legs first. Tucking your tailbone under, drawing the shoulders down and back, making sure we're standing nice and tall. You can leave your hands off to the side or bring your palms together to touch. And then start to shift your weight into your right foot, coming up onto your left toes. And bring your toes into the inside of your right ankle, your right calf, or your right thigh. Just being mindful, making sure we're not dumping into our knee. We don't want to add any extra pressure onto the knee joint. Keep your hands where they are, or if you want more of a challenge, you can reach your arms up towards the sky. And release from that. Release your foot, shake it out. We'll move into the other side now. So shift your weight into your left foot and bring your right foot to the inside of your left ankle, calf, or thigh. Being mindful of your knee joint, bringing your hands wherever helps you find balance. And if you'd like more of a challenge, you can always reach your arms up towards the sky. And release, shake it out. Sweep your arms back up towards the sky, and then exhale, come into your forward fold. Heel toe your feet out wide towards the edges of the mat. Heels in, toes out. Bring opposite elbow to opposite hands, bend your knees, and start to sway your hips side to side. Relieving any tension, releasing your head, releasing your neck. Relaxing the jaw. And release your hands towards the mat. Keeping your heels in and your toes out. Start to bend your knees, sinking down into a squat or a yogi squat. Elbows come to the insides of your knees. Palms press firmly together. Heels can be lifted if that is more comfortable for you. Your heels don't have to be touching the mat. Every body is different. So whatever works best for you is totally fine. And release. Bring your hands behind you, dropping your bum on towards the mat. Keeping your hands planted behind you, plant your feet into the mat, bending your knees, and then we'll windshield wiper our legs back and forth, releasing the low back. And come back up towards center. Find your way onto your back, laying flat on the mat. You can bend your knees, plant your feet firmly into the mat. Let your arms rest off to the side. Draw your shoulders down your back some more. Snuggle them down your back. We're going to move into a bridge pose. So you can crawl your feet more towards your bum, maybe reaching your fingertips. And then start to press into your feet to lift up your hips for bridge. Keeping your knees tucked in, even with your hips. And release from that. Pick up your feet, wrap your arms around your shins, hugging everything in. Maybe rock back and forth. And then keeping our right leg tucked, we're going to extend our left leg out long towards the back, towards the front of the mat. Squeezing the right leg in. And then taking our left palm on top of our right knee, gently guide our right knee over the left side of the mat for a gentle twist, letting our right arm hang off to the side. And release your right leg long. Draw your left knee into your nose, wrapping your hands around your left shin, squeezing everything in tight. And then take your right hand on top of your left knee and guide your knee off to the right side of the mat. Letting your left hand drop off towards the side, maybe peeking over your left shoulder. And release, extend your left leg long. Release your hands off to the side of the mat. We're going to come into the final resting pose, or Shavasana. You can stay laying here, or if it's more comfortable, you can plant your feet on the mat, bringing your feet, heel toward your feet out towards the edges of the mat, letting your knees fall in towards each other. You can begin to close your eyes. Start to notice how your body is feeling at the end of class versus at the beginning. Notice how those areas of tension, if they've changed. Stay here for a couple more rounds of breath. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as it's comfortable for you. When you're ready to come out, you can extend your legs long. Make some wiggles in your toes and your fingers. Extend your arms up ahead for a nice full body stretch, getting any wiggles out. And then shifting your weight off to the side, pressing up with your hand, coming up to a seated position. If your eyes are still closed, you can start to blink them open. Bring our palms together and bow the head down. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this class and any classes you would like to see in the future from me. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, morning, evening, night, whatever time of day it is for you. And I will see you on the mat next time. Bye.